I am Arifuzzaman Arif, lecturer, English, Doikho College. I come to KUP High School to take online class. Today I would like to take class 8 English second paper on right form of verbs. Dear learners, you are sitting at home at different places of our country. You are just enjoying the class. I am sure you will enjoy the class more, and as you have no opportunity to come or go out to your class, outdoor class, so I think you will enjoy the class. Okay, before going to start right form of verb, I will give you some features. Actually, verb is a soul of a language. In a sentence, if there is no verb, the sentence will be no perfect. There will be no perfect in a sentence. So I think right form of verb, form means structure. Form means any type of structure. So before going to do that, we should know what are the form of verbs. Okay, dear learners, you know that there are 5 forms of verb. Number 1, present form. Okay, you can say it as base form also, present form or base form. Okay. Number 2, past form. Okay, dear learners. Number 3, past participle form. Number 4, ing form. Okay, ing form. And another form is es or ies form. Okay, dear learners, have you understood? Present form or base form, past form, past participle form, ing form, es or ies forms. Dear learners, before doing that, we can at first learn in a sentence the verb would be any types of these 5 forms. Okay, don't forget to write the forms in a sentence within your bracket. Okay, so just I would like to take you in which sentences we can use past form. Today we will learn the use of past forms. Okay, dear learners, dear ready. Past forms, we know in your tense you have learned past indefinite tense. Okay, in which sentences we can mention past form. Okay, dear learners, get ready. We are going to learn past form of verb, where we can use the past form of verb. In a sentence, if there is ago, long ago, long ago, once upon a time, before, yesterday, the previous day, last, and the mention of past time, we can use the past form of verb there. Dear learners, you have already understood where we can use past form of verb. Actually, when we learned any type of story, suppose once upon a time there was a king. Here, was is the example of past tense. Just we can give some examples. Once upon a time there be a king in England. Dear learners, you have already understood the sentence. In the sentence, there is the mention of once. So, you have the chance to use the verb as past form, or you must use the verb as past form. That means, once upon a time, there was a king in England. In the second example, our liberation war take place in 1971. Similarly, here you will find the indication of past time in 1971. So you can use here the past form of verb take. We should use, or you can use, took. Our liberation war took place in 1971. Just in this way we can find out the solution. Was and took. Okay, dear learners, I think you are clear. Dear learners, we can learn right form of verbs in another way also. Rules 2. It is time, it is high time, it is many years since, many years have passed since, it is long since, wish, fancy. These are the indications of past tense. After subject, we can use the verb in past form, then extensions. Dear learners, I will give you some examples. The examples are just, it is high time, we leave the place. And another example, we wish we be good students. Dear learners, you have already known it is time, it is high time, it is long since, it is many years since, many years have passed since, wish, fancy, subject, and the verb would be in the past form. Here it is high time we leave the place. Here we can use leave. Leave is in the present form and left in the past form. We can use here left. It is high time we left the place. And the other example, we wish we be good students. Here in place of be we can use were. We wish we were good students. Dear learners, just in this way, take the solution in the way. It is high time we left the place. We wish we were good students. Now we can come to the rules 3. Subject plus present form of the verb. If in any sentence the start, the subject and the present form of the verb extension, then if there is as if or as though. Okay, dear learners, just listen to me. There is the mention, if there is the mention of as if, as though, there would be subject and past form of the verb and extensions. You have no tensions to understand it. That means as if, as though have two parts of sentence. In the beginning part, the verb will be in the present form, and in the second part, the verb will be in the past form. Dear learners, in this rule number 3, we can give some examples in this way. She speaks as if she visited the place. And another example, he presents himself as though he manages everything. Dear learners, I think we will do better than that. Visit, as if. Okay, before as if there is a part of a sentence, and after as if there is also another part. The first part indicates in a present tense. So we should use here the past form of verb according to the rules. Visited. In the second sentences, similarly, we will find two parts, as though. After as though, we can use here manage, managed. Just solution is yet like we. She speaks as if visited the place. He presents himself as though he managed everything. Dear learners, that's all about past tense. Okay, dear learners, we are learning right form of verbs. Already we have finished the use of past forms. Now we will learn the use of ing form of verbs. Actually, it is very important matter. In your all exams, you will find the ing form of verbs. Even when we write, we can make mistakes if we don't know the use of ing form in a sentence. Okay, dear learners, look at the board. If the sentence starts with verb, the verb will be in ing form. Dear learners, if any sentence starts with verb, here we can mention some example. Work is a good exercise. Work is a good exercise. Here, this sentence starts with work. So, here we will be working. Walking is a good exercise. It is very regular and very familiar sentence. Number 2, read helps you understand. Helps you to understand. Here, sentence starts with the verb read. So, it is no doubt you can use ing form of the verb. Reading helps you to understand. Just you can take the solution in this way. Walking is a good exercise. Reading helps you to understand. We come to rules 2. If there are more verbs in a sentence, in particular sentence we can use more than one verbs. The bracket verb will be in ing form. Dear learners, if the sentence, if there are more verbs, more than one, the bracket verb would be or will be in a ing form. So examples, the boy came runs. In this sentence, you can see two verbs, came and run. And within run, we can see bracket. So this verb will be in ing form. That means the boy came running. Another sentence, we saw the cat jump over the gate. Here we also find two verbs, saw and jump. Okay, so we can use here ing form. We can saw the cat jumping over the gate. Just we can get solution in this way. The boy came running. The boy came running. We saw the cat jumping over the gate. Just we come to rules number 4. After some prepositions and words, there must be the use of ing form of verbs. You have learned in the lower in your previous classes, prepositions follows ing form of verb. Just like of, for, by, in, into, from, without, before, after. And some words cannot help, could not help, would you mind? We can give some examples. Would you mind have a cup of tea? Here, the sentence, in a sentence, before verb, we find the use of would you mind. So, there will be ing form of have, having. Would you mind having a cup of tea? And the another example, he called me without know my names. Similarly, here we find without the use of after the before the use of verb. So, know will be knowing. Just take the solution in this way. Would you mind having a cup of tea? He called me without knowing my name. Dear learners, don't feel bored. Just look at the rules 5. After some prepositional phrases, the verb becomes in the ing forms. It is very important to know. And in this writing, we will find some important prepositional phrases. Just after the phrases, the verb is in the ing form. With a view to, look forward to, be used to, get used to, be accustomed to, be habituated to, be addicted to, be devoted to, prefer to, and committed to. Even in some competitive exams, you will find such types of prepositional phrases that are common in the exam papers. Okay. Just with a view to. With a view to. Look forward to. Look forward to. Be used to. Be used to. Get used to. Get used to. Be accustomed to. Be accustomed to. Be habituated to. Be habituated to. Be addicted to. Be addicted to. Be devoted to. Be devoted to. Prefer to. Be committed to. Okay, dear learners, we can give some examples here. He is addicted to smoke. Here, is addicted to, that means be addicted to. Here, smoke will be in ing form, smoking. He is addicted to smoking. Similarly, he is used to play in the rain. Used to, be used to takes ing form of verb. This is very common prepositional phrase. He is used to playing in the rain. Look again the solution. He is addicted to smoking. He is used to playing in the rain. Dear learners, we have already learned the use of past form and ing forms. I think you have understood well. Just, I will close the lectures giving you some homeworks. You will practice it at home. Number 1, once he visited his ailing grandmother. Number 2, they came to school with a view to learn English. Number 3, he will wash his hands after come from outside. Number 4, he prefers read to write. Don't forget to practice at home. Dear learners, I will come to you again with another new class. Thank you very much. Take care of your health.